Now this sounds like it's going to be a disaster.
I can do you, Kate.
This should be entertaining.
Okay. Let me talk to Lowry again real fast. Ah! Yukin's offering vigorous pushback, as expected. Honestly, I didn't think my suggestion was particularly troublesome. You came at a perfect time, wow. I need your help with a challenging task. Getting Yuka to calm down! I think I need to get... Alright, let me talk to her real fast. Nope, nothing new. So she does not have dialogue yet.
I have things I want to say about this situation that I don't think I'm going to be able to say on stream.
Concern? Power Yap compels you? Oh no. Alright. So I want to ask. Fee, do you want to speak for Lowry for this?
Okay, yeah.
And I'll be...
I can do that. Since it'll be a quick part for this one.
Alright.
Wow, did you hear the news? What are they thinking? Why me?
What is going on? Your confusion just seems to make Yukad more upset.
Wait, so they didn't even tell you? Why do things like this always seem to happen to me?
His expressions are great. Hello, WoW. I see Yokade is already launching into an explanation, but I've got some good news to share. He doesn't seem so enthused about it as I am, though. The short of it is, a special summit has been arranged between representatives from both the monarchy and the pontiff's court, and Yokade has been selected to serve as the representative from the royal castle.
Congratulations, or they picked him? I say congratulations.
Do it.
This is the first you've heard of this summit, but it sounds like a great honor to be selected to represent the crown. You congratulate Yukade.
What do you mean, congratulations? Why would you congratulate anyone for having to deal with this headache? Diplomatic meetings are too important to leave them to me. I don't think those papers I signed when I joined the association mention anything like this. You said I wouldn't be overworked.
Do you feel you've been overworked so far, Yokade? I've made a conscious effort not to overburden you. This request, however, came straight from the castle's administration, so I'm afraid I didn't have much of a say. That said, I think their decision was a good one.
Found one.
Sound one.
Same difference.
Same word, different letters.
What? How could I possibly be?
You have direct knowledge of both organizations. Having grown up in the priesthood, you're more familiar with the workings of the Church of Lemelark than most. And as a member of the Arcana Association, you've become familiar with the daily goings-on here in the castle. Beyond that, the fact that the monarchy isn't sending a trained diplomat seems intended as a gesture of goodwill. It signals that the monarchy is seeking a genuine relationship, rather than simply trying to maneuver their way towards some sort of political advantage.
I guess I see what you mean. Living here is pretty different than living in Colin. But still, I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to do it. Can you find some polite way to tell them that, Larry? Maybe, something urgent came up that I had to do?
Well, speaking from the perspective of the manager of the Arcana Association, proving ourselves useful to the royal administration like this could lead to certain budgetary advantages down the line.
So it was you! You sold me out, Larry!
Perish the thought. The suggestion seems to have originated from the Queen herself, well above my station.
Lies.
How could you do this to me? Now I'm going to have to wade into a room full of adults who would just ignore me. All the conversations will go over my head. Literally.
Expression. Please, don't worry too much. I wouldn't send you into any situation I didn't feel you were properly equipped to handle. This will be a simple event. I wouldn't have approved your involvement otherwise. In fact, I've already secured the assistance of someone to help you prepare.
You mean like an instructor?
Oh no! You hear footsteps approaching behind you. Ah, yes. Let me talk to Ilaria again real fast.
There are times when Eolar really manages to catch others off guard, despite having relatively pure intentions. Of course, some people aren't going to want to hear the good news of Limlark, no matter how winsome her presentation. Yokade comes from a priestly background, so in a sense that gives him some common ground with Yolar. I've wondered whether the two might forge a mutual relationship from their faith.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's okay.
I've talked with Yola a few times before. She always calls me Brother Eokade. No one else I know calls me that, even within the church. I guess maybe she's just that devout. In any case, I'm glad to know she'll be backing me up. Now that I think about it, I've never heard her call her Larry Brother Larry. Maybe she tried before, but he made sure to nip that in the bud before she got into the habit.
And I don't think that's the case. Alright, well this is gonna be fun. What were you gonna say, Fee?
well, no, I don't know if this would. I will just say that the character, it's unintentional, but it's just the character Yolar reminds me of one of the characters from the Ghost Stories dub. I'll leave it at that.
Oh,
no! Alright, moving on. I think that gave away how old some of us were.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, I had to fix that real quick. Alright. Wow, Brother Eokade, it's wonderful to see you. I happen to have most of today free, so I decided to volunteer to help.
It hasn't been all that long since you joined the association, so this will be our first mission together, Yola.
I'm so grateful for this opportunity. When I learned you were a member of the priesthood before joining the Arcana Association, I was heartened to know that there would be someone else here who loves and cherishes the words of Limerick as much as I do.
Since you both come from a church-focused background, I decided to have Yolar help in preparing you for the summit. I thought it might break the ice and help you get to know each other a bit better. Admittedly, it was also my hope that given Yolar's gregarious nature, some of her sociability and conversational geniality might rub off on Eokade.
Leave it to me! I could talk about the great level in work with Brother Eokade for hours, but I'll refrain for now, since we have more pressing matters at hand. Now, Brother Eokade, since you're still young, why don't we start with learning how to politely introduce yourself to others? When you meet someone for the first time, it's customary to extend your hand like this to shake theirs. Or, if they are a high rank, you can...
Hey, I'm not a child. I'm just, a little on the short side for my age.
Oh, my mistake! In that case, what would you like to know? How to naturally engage a passerby in conversation?
When I go somewhere with a lot of adults, I'm not really sure how to respond when someone talks to me.
Ah, well, if you find it difficult to talk to someone who approaches you, why don't you take the initiative and try talking to them first? If you proactively seek out the places where people are gathered and begin by spreading Limerick's message of love all around, I know everyone at the Pontiff's Course would be delighted. In fact, there's no better place than a crowd to share the words of Limerick with others. I've done so on many occasions.
But what do I do if I'm in a crowded place and people don't even notice I'm here? I'm there.
How could they not notice if you walk right up to them?
Well, Yolar, I don't know if you've noticed, but the difference between your physique and Eokade's is considerable.
In many
That's a
ways.
word for it.
Just
In a word,
Considerable is an
considerable.
understatement.
pan the camera, please.
There you go.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
One could say it's very noticeable.
Honestly, I think
I'm gonna leave my camera right here.
I think he could offer her more support than her armor is.
No.
Please no.
No. I'm kicking you.
That's a very I will say it's a
There.
very convenient stature.
Oh my god.
King Badger.
I'm kicking. I was going to kick Badger. I'm now kicking feet. You too.
Ay.
Punish you both for that.
Oh. Ow, that actually hurts. Oh, I should not have laughed that hard when I was sick.
I hate you too so much. My gosh. Alright. Elar slowly. Oh my god. Slowly lowers her gaze, looking down at the top of Eokad's head. Oh dear! It was my intention to tease you, Brother Eokad.
It's fine.
How about this? I'll give you a few pointers and share several good topics that seldom fail to launch into a meaningful conversation.
Oh, that sounds great. I'm ready to learn.
Eokad's eyes sparkle as Elar launches into an impromptu lecture.
Okay.
Oh no,
Eyes are just unhinged.
I actually have to read this. A great lead into a conversation is to go up to a person and tell them that they look friendly. That sounds like horrible advice. I'm sorry. People always like to hear something positive about themselves. ... Physical training provides a helpful foundation for all sorts of social interactions. Well-toned, healthy body, you'll always have the perfect posture and can put people at ease. Upright yet relaxed. ... as the conversation continues.
I think that'll be enough. Thank you. I should be able to talk with people more easily now.
I'm so glad I was able to be of service. I pray Limerick's love will be with you always, Brother Eokad.
You know, while this has all been helpful...
Looking exhausted, Eokad whispers to you.
Been thinking, Larry seems like a nice person and pretty understanding, but doesn't he strike you as a bit calculating sometimes? Basically volunteering me for something like this.
Oh, 100%.
I think I might have underestimated Yolar too. I can't figure out whether she's impetuous or just a bit eccentric.
Expressions, I love it.
Eokad's expressions are gold in this.
This poor boy.
Eokade, what are the two of you whispering about?
It's nothing. Just asking a little question. Anyway, going back to your 19th Surefire social strategy, I should brush my hair every morning because well-groomed helps make a good first impression, right?
19th Surefire social strategy. I'm sorry.
19th Surefire social strategy, yeah. She's absolutely on the same vein than Mikhail on this. They both do not know how to approach people.
We've got to get these two together.
We need some more socially competent people in the Arcana session. Oh, we are getting the singer soon, so that helps. Anyway, moving on. Right you are. With a body as clean as your heart, you'll be transformed into an uncanny clergyman, ready for whatever the day may bring.
Fine. I'm going to go outside so I can at least look at a mirror while I do that.
With a quick bow, Eokad quickly scurries out of the Arcana Association room. You hear a thumping sound from outside, and soon enough he returns. Oh! He had to jump to see the mirror. I'm sorry, I just realized what was happening. What would have made that better is if we had the squeaky noise again. You just hear the distant squeak, squeak.
Give it a second, it might play.
Hold on. I actually want to go look out here real quick. Is there actually a mirror? Even though it may not be a functional mirror out here. Nah.
Wait, talk to the maid.
Enjoying the run. Yeah, nothing.
Oh, darn.
That
Darn.
was so funny. If she was
That
actually
would've been amazing.
holding a mirror too, she goes, "Oh yeah, I had to help her." So you'll get it.
Oh.
Oh. I'm sorry. It's just so adorably funny. You know, I wasn't able to tell just from observing him, but now that we've had this opportunity to chat, I can tell that Eocad has a keen wit and desire to learn. I look forward to having a deep and insightful conversation with him about living a life true to Limerick's will someday. This is Lowry.
Yeah, that's it. You seem curious as to why I recommended that Eocade attend the summit. I could have recommended that Yolar go instead, and no doubt she would have leapt at the opportunity. I just happened to hear that a priest named Colin would be in attendance, so I figured seeing him there would be a small but meaningful encounter for Eocade.
Oh, his adopted dad. Aww. Alright.
Hey!
Okay, I comb my hair and put on a tie. I tried to tie it like Larry, but I'm not sure if I did it right. How does it look?
He does not even want on him.
Oh!
Oh,
Well groomed little
oh
young
my
man.
god!
I was not prepared for that.
Wow.
He has
That's not a tie.
it's a bow. Well, technically it's the same thing. Precious. Oh gosh, I haven't made that sound in a long time. Eocad shuffles nervously, picking at the knot that of his neatly tied bow. You squint, trying to find the difference in his hair. It looks pretty much the same as always, but maybe a bit neater? You look perfect. I'm so proud of you, brother Eocad.
Looks like you're ready to head out. That's not quite the same as my tie, but I think the look suits you.
I think his tie looks better than Lowry's.
Yours is lopsided. What do you do to it?
It's just a scarf for him at this point. Anyway.
Yeah.
I know it's not exactly the same. It's just, I didn't think a longer one would look good on me. It's just, I didn't think a longer one would look good on me. Yeah, that
that's a
sentence
duplicate.
looks repeated.
Yeah, he's repeating himself.
I mean,
Wait,
twice.
Wait, is that...
That looks like a mistake.
Yeah,
that
looks
does look like a
copy-paste.
mistake. Oops. Hi, Cuckoo!
Copy paste.
Well, it's easy to write up that he's just mumbling to himself and repeating the same phrase. Like, I didn't think it would look...
Yeah.
I didn't think that. Okay. Just like reassuring himself. So, it might be intentional.
Could be.
But we can always forward it on and see if the localization team can confirm if this was intentional or not. But not a big deal. Let's move on.
Actually, maybe I should lose the tie. I'm just formally enough as it is, so I should be fine.
Eocad pulls the tie off and shoves it into his pocket. Brother Eocad, would you like to have a mock conversation? It might help put everything you've learned into practice.
Okay. Wait, you mean like right now?
Yes, let's begin. Ahem. Oh, hello there, young man. What brings you here today?
My name is Eocade. I'm here representing the monarchy. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Goodness, representing the monarchy at your age. You must be a very impressive individual indeed.
Not at all. What truly impresses me is the men and women of the clergy who find the time in their busy schedules to come to such a meeting. Say, have you tried that tart? I've never seen anything like it except in the castle before. How about we chat over a slice?
Oh my! You did wonderful, Brother Eocad. I'm truly impressed.
Really? I felt like I was pretty awkward.
Small talk exactly like that will comprise the vast majority of what's expected of you at the event. In that sense, I'd say you've earned more than passing marks. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the impressive young priest from the castle ends up being the talk of the summit.
Really? That's good. I guess now all that's left is to make sure I leave on time.
Face!
Oh my gosh.
You'll be the pride of the royal castle. Limerick has truly blessed you with the beginnings of a silver tongue. Excuse me. Do you want to do it?
It's done, so.
Okay. Someone is knocking on the door with a heavy hand. Unfamiliar messenger. Is Sir Eocat here? Your carriage is ready, sir. Please come with me.
Wait, already? I thought I had more time.
It seems the messenger is earlier. Be brave, Brother Eocat. Remember, Limerick will be with you.
Okay, I can do this. Well, see you later, everyone.
All you need to do is come back safely. Even if this goes poorly, you'll always have a place here with us.
Ugh, why would you say something like that? I'm going now.
Eocat follows the unfamiliar messenger out of the Arcana Association room. I don't like that they call this unfamiliar messenger.
Yeah, as much as he complains, Eocate's always working hard, so until he gets back, let's...
Huh.
Hmm?
You hear someone knocking on the door again. Did Eocat forget something?
Oh dear.
Hmm.
One moment. Yep, okay, noted.
Oh dear.
Oh no. We just let our boy get kidnapped.
Eocaite left with the messengers just minutes ago, and I wasn't expecting anyone else today. Who could it be? Perhaps he or the messenger left something behind?
Alright. Now that I think about that, it's rare to see anyone from the Pontiff's Course wearing the sort of clothes that man had on. If he was an official messenger sent by the church, I'm almost certain he would have been dressed in a more formal attire.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Pontiff's Court's messenger. Ah, hello there. I have come from the Pontiff's Court to deliver a message to Eocat of the Arcana Association.
But a messenger just came to pick him up. Eocaite just left with that fellow to be escorted by a carriage.
Well, we've confirmed that information about the summit that we've been planning has been leaked, as we can no longer guarantee the safety of those invited to attend. It was decided that canceling an event, while regrettable, is the best course of action.
Wait, that means the person who just took Eocaite was...
There's no time to waste. Well, we must save Brother Eocat. Oh, Eolar. Oh, gosh. Eolar bursts through the doors, dashing into the hall without a moment's hesitation. She doesn't seem like she's going to slow down. You better follow her.
Oh no.
Eocat
The only thing more terrifying than Coena.
Eocat didn't leave that long ago, so I doubt they could have gotten far. We have to find that carriage. The door is now splinters. Yeah, that's more budgeting needed to do. Alright. If they're traveling by carriage, they must have gone this way. Ah! There they are. This way, wow. Eolar draws her hammer and shield, preparing for battle. Oh, and the helmet too. Brother Eocat is counting on us. We must save him. Do I need to do anything here? Attack the wagon. Okay.
They're beefy horses.
Well, it's just attack 20 times. It's off the side of the screen, so just attack it 20 times. Whack. With a loud crash, the unfamiliar messenger and Eocat are flung from the carriage.
I'm finally free.
Brother Earcat, are you alright? When the real messenger arrived, we realized whoever you left with probably harbored less than noble intentions.
I knew something seemed weird. He kept mumbling to himself when I got in the carriage, and every time I asked where we were going, he tried to change the subject.
Ugh, when did you realize? You needn't bother with excuses. The voice of mercy shall pass judgment upon you. Come, Wow, this is our chance.
Wasn't the voice of mercy the name of her hammer?
I think so.
Probably.
Oh,
Pretty much. Pretty sure.
well, I'm just gonna let her beat him up.
You're going to
Eocat is
learn
actually
what
healing.
happens.
Yep.
Yeah, they're talking to you.
Can I, like, view what they're saying? No. Dang. Okay, well, I'll cover you is what she's saying. I'm trying to see what he says. As he loads up Snapcast from a mile away. You're going to learn what happens to kidnappers. Oh, he's almost dead over here.
He's toast.
I didn't have to do anything. Voice of Hammer is indeed Voice of Mercy is indeed her hammer. Nice. I'm sorry, have mercy, would you? One second. Let me fix this. You tried to kidnap Brother Eocad, and now you're begging for leniency? I'm sorry, it's just my mother's ill. I heard that someone who works in the royal castle had the power to heal any wound and cure any disease. When I found out, I couldn't believe my ears. I was going to bring him back after my mother was better, I swear.
It doesn't even make any sense. How am I supposed to trust the word of a kidnapper that just politely bring me back later?
Eokid hops up and down, flailing his arms until Ilar steps between he and his would-be abductor. Since it appears you had no intention of harming Brother Eokid, we're willing to grant you clemency for your actions. However, you need to take some time to truly reflect on the consequences of your actions. I recommend repenting to Limwork with earnest prayer and supplication that you might be able to absolve your sin. I'll be sure to do that. Again, I'm really sorry about this. Timidly nodding and bowing, the unfamiliar messenger runs away.
Is it okay to just send him off like that? Shouldn't there be, I don't know, some kind of consequence for his actions?
Well, a commotion like this has likely put the royal guard on alert. If they find him, he stands a good chance of being arrested. I just wanted to ensure you were alright.
I see. Sorry, it's just... I'm still shaken from everything that happened.
That's perfectly understandable, given what you went through. You're not hurt, are you?
Physically, I'm fine, at least. I had a feeling something wasn't right, so I was looking for an opportunity to jump off. It's like my words were just falling on deaf ears. Anyway, thank you for coming to my rescue. For a moment there, I wondered if he was just gonna abduct me and I'll never be seen again.
I'm just glad you're unharmed. I should have confirmed that the so-called messenger was from and who sent him before allowing you to go with him. I'm sorry.
Well, when you say it like that, I feel kind of bad. I'm fine now. He didn't hurt me.
I'm grateful you weren't injured, but I think you might find it helpful to take some time to recover from the shock of the experience. And seeing that we're close to the Pontiff's court, why don't we go in and offer a prayer of thanks? No salve soothes the troubled soul so beautifully like the words of Limwork. I'm sure it will help you regain your usual calmness and composure, Brother Eocad.
I wouldn't mind taking some time to rest before we go back. How about you, Wow? Would you join us?
Nod. Noticing that Eocad seems somewhat shaken, you nod, agreeing to go with them. Ilar beams brightly, clearly pleased with your decision. This is actually a really good shot because it's actually sunrise right now, so the sky is slowly getting brighter in the background. It'll be wonderful to spend time in Limerick's presence with you both. Gong. Oh.
Corentin and Etane too.
Soup. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. They don't yap.
Not yet.
Not yet. Alright.
Phew, that was a close call. I'm glad it's over. Limlock must have really been watching over me, huh?
Hi, kitty cat.
You're okay, right? Well, if you got hurt while you were trying to save me, well, I'd heal you right up, but I'd be really upset that it happened.
You end your conversation with Eocad. Alright. Oh my, Her Holiness is out and about today. We surely chose a blessed time to visit. Well, I'm sure you had the opportunity to visit the Pontiff's course many times in your travel, but... Oh! Lowry! B.
I got it.
Gas some pant.
Yes.
Wait. Oh, he's over here now! He's over there!
There he is.
You turn to see Lowry breathing heavily as though he sprinted all the way from the castle to reach you. His expression is one of surprise, seeing Eocad and Eolar standing there.
Okay, are you alright?
Calm down, I'm okay. Yolar and Wow saved me. I figured it seemed right to give a prayer of thanks before we headed back. But what are you doing, Larry? What are you doing here?
I came to the Pontiff's court hoping to get some answers as to how and why information about the summit ended up leaking to the public. Knowing that Eocade was exposed to potential harm due to negligence on their part, I couldn't let it slide. I was the one who approved your nomination as a representative, and I allowed you to depart with that messenger, not realizing he was an imposter. As such, I feel as though what happened was my fault, and my responsibility to ensure nothing like this happens again. I might not be able to fight, but I can at least do that much.
But... I don't know what to say. I never imagined that Larry actually run anywhere.
Ouch.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I've always thought Larry was the type who'd send a courteous sounding letter with mildly threatening undertones, or manipulate people in ways they weren't even aware of to achieve the outcome he wants. You know, things like that.
I mean, setting aside the potential accuracy of that assessment, how could I simply sit still knowing you were in danger, Eocade?
Well, as you see, Brother Eocad is safe. Thankfully, Wow and I were able to chase down the carriage before it got too far. I can see this whole matter has really gotten you worked up, though. Thankfully, even when life's tempests rage around us, we can always find the gentle calmness in Limerick's embrace. You're welcome to join us, of course.
If you got that impression from just looking at me, I suppose I must be far outside my usual comportment right now.
You can calm down. You actually can sprint! I'm going the gremlin route. That he can actually sprint. It's quite a rare sight to glimpse the usually composed Lowry out of breath. Somewhat amused, you give him a good-natured ribbing. Yes!
Well, never mind. It's not that I lack for stamina, but I was in a hurry, and Tara is a huge city. Hearing how silly I must have looked bursting in like that after you and Yolar had already resolved matters, even I have to laugh. At least I'm finally starting to calm down. I suppose I'll go back and draft my complaints via a formal letter. You said you were going to stay here a while and pray, right?
That's right. I've found that spending time in prayer helps me regain my calmness and composure. You're more than welcome to join us, Lowry. It would be a wonderful opportunity to share the words of Limerick, since you've always seemed busy with something or other whenever I try back at the castle.
I'll leave the praying to the professionals. Would you mind if I went somewhere else instead?
You don't have to stay. You can always go back to the association room, if that's what you prefer.
Actually, I was thinking I'd spend some time in the confessional. Go ahead and pray, and don't mind me.
Oh. Alright, well, we'll be over there.
Walk around the cathedral and spend time praying with Lowry, Eokad, and Eolar. Oh no.
Confessional.
Oh no.
Okay, let me... Okay, it is 3 out of 3, so I can talk to them in any order. This might be...
Check Corentin and Etienne.
Yep, I'll check them now. Oh, they're... Nope. Darn. Darn! Alright. I'm going to talk with the guy hiding in the closet. Confessional. Hiding in the confessional. Wait! Enter the... What? Straining your ears, you catch the words that sound like Lowry, muffled by the walls of the confessional. You may not be a priest, but someone has to hear his confession, right? ...
So much is different from how I'd envision it. But we're finally starting to get some more members. Hope we'll be able to help even more people. I want the strength to achieve what I truly desire.
It seems surprisingly personal. You back away, feeling like you shouldn't eavesdrop any further. Seek out the others who are praying.
Concern.
Eavesdropping again. Try again.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You no longer hear the sound coming from the confessional. Alright. Let me go with Eolar first. In the quiet of the cathedral, you hear Eolar earnestly lifting up her voice in prayer to Limerick. Will you listen in? Dear Limerick, I offer my gratitude that through your grace we were able to rescue Brother Eokad from the clutches of danger. I was able to use the strength you blessed me with to protect a dear friend. I also feel like my father was smiling down upon me from above. It's just... Oh, that hit hard. It's just the kind of thing he would be proud of me for, I think. I pray my heart will ever be filled with your strength and courage wielded in the service of love and faith. Ah, could it be that you're interested in hearing the words of Limerick? Well, I'd be glad to pray together with you. Somehow, even in the midst of her impassioned prayer, Eolar senses your presence. You better excuse yourself so you can keep wandering around. Otherwise, you may be stuck here for a while. Seek out the others who are praying. I'm going to talk to her again just to see. Oh, would you like a prayer? Oh, this is the same thing. Oh wait, this is actually different. Would you like to pray together? Well, this is the perfect chance to unburden your heart. Embrace the great love of Limerick. It seems like Eolar might break into joyous prayer at any moment. Waving your hands, you decide to excuse yourself before that happens.
So I'm does it do a thing? Does it go back to her a third time after it's finished?
Oh no.
Okay, I'm curious.
Nope, same.
Okay. So
that would have been funny.
that
would have been funny if we
that
got
would
like a
be-
massive speech. Alright. You hear the sound of Eokad's voice in quiet prayer. Do you want to listen in?
Limerick, thank you for hearing my prayers and seeing me safely through today's ordeal. And Mom and Dad, if you can hear me where you are, I pray you finally found peace. When I go back to the association room,
You see Eokad's eyelids flutter for a second. You better go before he catches you listening in. It looks like everyone's finished praying. Join the others outside the Pontiff's court.
I like how it says, do you want to listen in, but you don't get an option.
I know. Alright. Let me find them. They're all over here.
I think it was the wrong door.
What do you mean the wrong door?
There's 2 entrances.
I know. It's really a wonderful opportunity being here at the Pontiff's court with you, Wow. Shall we take this chance to raise our voices in prayer to Limerick? Okay.
Don't worry, I'm okay now. It's been too long since I've been given the time to offer a proper prayer in church. It really does help me feel more at peace. And, thanks for coming to my rescue, Wow.
No.
Expressions. Just as you said, some time spent in contemplation did help calm me down. My thanks for the recommendation. Still, I intend to take personal charge of things like this from now on. I don't want to carelessly send Eocade out and expose him to greater danger.
Wouldn't I be in less danger than you, Larry? I mean, your heart is in the right place, but you were huffing and puffing after just running here from the castle, and you don't even carry a weapon.
Well, I can't deny any of that. But you never know. Maybe if I came face to face with ruffians or kidnappers, I could talk my way to freedom?
You shouldn't blame yourself too much, Lowry. I'll ensure no one will be able to lay a hand on Brother Eocad again.
Right. And thanks to all that practice I did with Yolar, I'm feeling more confident too. Whenever the Pontiff's court finally reschedules that summit, I'll really be able to hit the ground running.
Really, thank you so much, both of you. When I think that our humble association boasts such open-hearted souls among its members, I can't help but feel I've been blessed by Limlark as well.
Has the day come at last? It sounds like Lowry may finally be ready to accept the loving embrace of Limerick. What do you say? On our way back, I can tell you about...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Lowry and Earler begin walking towards the castle. As you follow behind them, Ilka grabs the hem of your clothes, tagging along.
Wow.
Hear what Eocad has to say. Oh, they're gone. Trying to get him in frame so we can see this a bit better.
You know, the things we were talking about before in the association room, I've actually changed my mind about something.
What is it? Change his mind? You ask Eocad what he's talking about.
Remember those things I said about Larry being calculating and Yolar being eccentric? When I think about everything that happened today, Yola leapt into action to save me without even a thought for her own safety, and Larry actually ran all the way to the Pontiff's court to demand answers. I mean, I'm not saying I was wrong. Larry can definitely be calculating, but he seems like a genuinely good person too. And Yolar's caring is genuine, like you could really put your trust in her.
The character model just turned on their own, by the way. That just startled me.
Wow, I know I can count on you, but I've never really been sure I could depend on anyone else here. So, even if things come up that aren't in the original terms I agreed to back when I joined the association, I think it'll be okay.
I'm glad to see you suddenly in. I could always ask Lowry to change the terms. No, I'm gonna say I'm glad. You tell Eocad that you're glad to see him finally warming to the Arcana Association.
Yeah, the whole group. I think I could really count on them.
Eocad smiles brightly.
Well, I think it's time to go back to the association room. If you don't have anything else to do here, you can come back with me.
Ilkut walks off towards the castle. You watch him go, thinking back on memories you made today. Okay, first off, why would you let him walk back alone? That is gonna be my complaint. You people. Oh, that's actually the quest is done. So let me just like no. Larry requested that I accompany Brother Eocat on errands and official association business, at least for now. I'm sure we'll have much to talk about. Being able to meet someone like Brother Eocat right here in the association is just one more proof that Limerick's guidance and blessing. Lowry?
I fully intend to send an official letter of complaint to the Pontiff's Court. I can't let this incident slide, not when it placed Eocade in danger. Going forward, Yolar will be escorting Eocade when he goes out, at least for the time being. We ought to take every measure available to help us put him at ease.
That's fair. And then talk with him.
Was it this late already? I guess with everything that happened, I lost track of the time.
No.
Now my hair's all messy again. After I spent all that time combing it, too.
Alright, and then that's it. And that quest is now over.